Hey, everybody. This
Hello.
is Doug.
I'm Barb.
And Barb.
We're back.
This will be our last time talking about the Perry event, which is coming up a little over a month from now. Actually, a month from now, I'll be making my way south on 75 to go down there and start getting everything set up. So we are, down the stretch, as they say. And we certainly hope if you have some questions today, you throw them out at us so we can answer them before you get there. You can, always give us a call or send us an email if you have other questions before you show up. Our office I'll be leaving the 7th. They'll be coming down a little bit later. So we'll have people in the office until Friday of that week, which is the 9th, and they'll be coming down the 10th, the rest of our event staff. So if you have any questions leading up to it, give us a call. We also, you can also get in touch with us when we're down there. We'll have access. You can call the home office, and they can transfer you down to one of our phones down there. The one day we probably won't have any access is on that Saturday, the 10th, because folks will be traveling that day. But, the 9th or the 11th, we'll have somebody able to answer any of your questions at that time.
There may be a slight delay because by the time we get all our computers up and everything. So don't worry. We'll get connected and get back to you. But just be prepared for a slight delay.
On the 10th, when they're traveling, and then on the 11th, we're setting up all of our stuff. So probably the afternoon of the 11th, definitely the 12th on that Sunday or Monday. We will have we'll have full access to everything. So if you're on your way and you have a question, you can give us a ring. We'll also be hooked up email wise. So want to give us a shout out that way, you can certainly do it. Just talking a little bit about how you're going to arrive. I certainly want you to follow any of the instructions that you received in your confirmation packet. If for some reason you had your packet held at will call, you can go onto our website, FMCA.com, click under the events section, and you can find directions to Perry, the same directions that you would have received in your confirmation packet online there. You can print them out. You can just look at them however you want to do it to find out how you're supposed to come in, because we have different people coming in different entrances, getting off the highway at different places, according to what kind of service or what you're doing, if you're a volunteer, if you're part of a caravan, if you're disabled, just different things. So please look at the directions, figure out which ones you are supposed to follow, and exit the highway at that point, and then go to the correct gate, and your parking should be fairly painless. And we hope to have everybody in from the time they come in the gate. We want you parked in 15, 20 minutes. And if we all, follow the directions that were sent, I'm confident that can happen. During heavy times, it might be a little bit longer, just because, if we get coaches coming in or RVs coming in and, it backs up a little bit, understandable. But, we want it to be a process that moves along, and that, folks don't have a whole lot of problems, have to wait around. You will notice one of the things we're doing a little bit differently than what we've done in the past is we're going to do some signage with some colored arrows that will lead you directly to the entrance that you are supposed to go to. In that confirmation packet directions, we have those indicated. They will be indicated on the signage outside the fairgrounds. So follow directions, follow the arrows, and you should get to your entry without any difficulty. Between myself and all of our support staff, we've come up with these, looking at what's happened in the past and what's happened at previous events at Perry, and we feel very confident that we're going to be able to get folks in, get them parked fairly quickly. So,
I wanted to interject. Hi, Debbie. She just mentioned the packet. I did want to say the events department's been very, very busy, and has successfully gotten all the packets in the mail of any registration that went through December. And this week we have about 800 to put together and out in the mail for all of January registration. So if you made your registration anytime from the opening through the end of December, your packet is on its way. And Debbie said she received her yesterday, and they're first timers. And understand that there will be coach weighing. Will this be offered for those of us staying off site?
Debbie, there is some information about that, and we'll be getting that out to folks. I think, Krista, did we send some information out on Facebook yesterday? There's some information on Facebook about coach weighing. You can do it. RBSEF is doing coach weighing both before and after the event. If you can't find that information on Facebook, we will also be sending it out. What you have to do is go on their website and sign up for it. They have slots, I guess, that you can, say I can do it here, or I can do it there. So you can do that either before or after the event. And it doesn't matter if you're staying, on grounds or off. The coach weighing will actually be at an airport off grounds. So what you'll do is you'll just take your RV there either before you get there or when you're leaving to get it weighed.
How the inclusion, okay. Michelle is wondering how the inclusion of the travel trailers is going.
Well, as far as a membership, we're adding, I think, maybe couple hundred a month. We've only been at this for roughly 2 months now. It's going. The word has to get out there. Right now, the word's being passed through mostly by word of mouth. We will be doing some advertising. We will be getting out there to different shows as we did for Quartzsite, and we also went to a Phoenix show, and some other ones are scheduled. So there will be opportunities for us to advertise FMCA as, an all-inclusive RV association. As far as it goes for Perry, we probably have 15 to 20 signed up right now. We certainly would like to have more. We invite them. They're more than welcome to join us at Perry. Right now, though, we just don't have quite the numbers to bring those folks in yet. I suspect going to Gillette and then going down the road to future events, that number is going to grow in relation to how many more members we bring in who own fifth wheels and travel trailers.
Let's see. Janine, disconnect the tow.
Okay, well, it would be preferable if you could enter the grounds disconnected. We know that's not always possible. You will be given an opportunity when you pull in to disconnect and then get into the queue to be parked. So, we don't want you sitting around, for 20 minutes to a half an hour disconnecting. We think it's probably a pretty quick process for most of you who do it quite often. But, you will have the opportunity when you pull into the grounds to do so. It's preferable if you don't have to. That way you just go straight on into your parking area. So if you can pull off somewhere along the way to unhook, whether it's, a Walmart down the street or a rest area, not far away, you can certainly do that. And then, come on in, have your co-pilot follow you in with the tow vehicle, and then we can get you parked fairly quickly.
We have a Lance 1575, so might be interested. Well, I hope so, Michelle. You should definitely.
We'd love to see you there.
Love to see you. Hi, Mike. No, we do not have full hookup with water and sewer. We are in a fairground situation. It's sort of like attending more of a festival type of. It's not a campground, so to speak. So we're bringing in electric only.
Mike,
if you would like it.
Let me just clarify, because there's been a lot of questions about this. There are full hookup sites at the grounds. And in the past, they have sold those. Well, we have this time around our advanced crew and our RV Basics folks who are going to be there an extended period of time, and we have put those folks into those specific places because they're going to be there a long time, and at some point they're going to need to be dumped and need to get fresh water. So we put those folks, those groups of people into those spots. I wish I had more that I could sell. I just don't. I felt the best use of those was for our RV Basics people and for our advanced crew who will be coming in and beginning work starting March 9th. So they're going to be there a full 6 days before the event even starts. So that's why I decided to put all those folks into the full hookup sites that are available at Perry.
Hi, Bonnie. Congratulations on your first motorhome. When you say what association to join, is that maybe chapter? I'm thinking.
I'm guessing that she's talking about whether to join Good Sam or FMCA or Escapees. I can tell you FMCA, and it's been known for years, is the best secret in the RV industry. Well, we're tired of being a secret. We want to be out there and let everybody know who we are. I can promise you that once you look at our the benefits and all the other things that we can offer to you, your decision is going to be pretty easy. So I would suggest you give FMCA a look, find out more about the association. You go on FMCA.com, find out all about the different benefits we have, about the myriad of opportunities to meet other folks, whether it's at events like Perry or some of the Southeast area rally that's going on right now, any of the other area rallies. There's also, 300 or so chapters can join one of those groups, and they have rallies monthly, bi-monthly throughout the year. So I think you'd be very pleased joining FMCA and seeing what we had to offer. So I encourage you, go online, give us a look. If you want to join up, give us a call. We can answer your questions as well. That's my opinion.
Mine too. Alan, yes, your RV Basics will be coming in a separate envelope.
We're going to be getting ready to send them out within the next week, Alan. So hold tight there just for a little bit, but we should have that RV Basics credential and other information to you fairly soon.
Since we have a little pause, somebody asked us about the surprise bonus bucks. You want to explain what?
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
If you've received your packet already, you've found probably two, depending on how many folks are registered in your group. Two of these, they're bonus bucks. What they are is basically free money. We want you to use them during your stay to go and visit our exhibitors, spend that money with them, with our concession folks. It's a chance for us to, give something back to our members who are showing up and also help out our exhibitors. What they'll do then is they'll turn that into us and we'll reimburse them. So, it's a win-win both for those attending and for our exhibitors who are coming there. Quite honestly, we couldn't do one of these without our exhibitors. It's why a lot of you folks go to a convention or to an area rally to come and talk to these folks one-on-one, to buy their products. A lot of times it might be the only place you can get what they sell. So, we certainly like to have as many exhibitors as we can. It draws more interest from our attendees. The more attendees we have, the more exhibitors are happy because they have people talking to them. They have people buying things from them. So we certainly want you to use those bonus bucks while you're there with our exhibitors and make them feel welcome. They spend a lot of money to come and exhibit. They are a business, so they are wanting to make money as well. So, we want to make sure that they go home with a smile on their face, so they'll come back, when we go to Gillette and to other events that we'll have down the road.
Hi, Sarah. Glad you could join us. They're really getting anxious for this program. I know that's all about me right now. So maybe you want to give them a little.
we're in the final stages of putting together the event program. Once the program is completed, probably the end of this week, and sent off to the printer, what we do at that point is we take that program and we will put it into digital format. Once that takes a few days, we have to do a little bit of checking for here and there and make sure all of our links work. But once that's accomplished, then we will post it on the website at fmca.com. And you can go out there and you can basically look at the program before you get there. It'll be the same program that you're going to get when you're there, but on computer. One of the other things we're going to be sending out information about probably in the next week or two is our event app application for your phone. It's going to be kind of a program in your pocket type of thing. You'll be able to download the app. You'll be able to access a lot of the same information that you're going to find in the program. You'll be able to set your own schedule using the app. You'll be able to check out all the different things that we have going on during the event using that app. So I encourage everybody, give it a try. Give the app a try. I know for some people, they may not have ever used something like that before. We'll have people on hand giving you some help if you can't figure it out, can't get it downloaded. It's very simple. The instructions are very simple. And I think once you start using it, you're going to find that, you don't want to carry that book around. And I know a lot of people don't like carrying the book around because it is kind of cumbersome to keep that with you the whole time. Put it on your phone and you got it with you all the time, because I know everybody carries a phone all the time. Another thing associated with that is we are going to have some areas on grounds that are going to have Wi-Fi for free. Now at Perry, we have most of the main building areas have Wi-Fi already. For those who have been there before, you were able to access that. We're going to take that a step farther now, and we're going to put Wi-Fi in the main activity areas outdoors as well. It's not going to cover all the campground areas. We just can't do that. We had some folks go down and check into that, and the place is just too big for us to be able to put Wi-Fi out into the entire grounds. But we are going to make sure that we have Wi-Fi throughout the main activity areas, into the coach display areas, throughout the common areas of the grounds that we're going to be using. We're also going to establish a couple of hotspots with some high-speed access, and we will have information about that once we get there. Between myself and Jason Gabbard, we're going to go down there, and when we show up on the 7th or 8th, we're going to identify a couple really good places for that. We need for it to be covered. We need for have electric. So we have to look for the right places to put those hotspots. They will have a separate email password to get into those. There will not be a separate password for our general Wi-Fi around the grounds. The buildings have their own password, and I believe it's Guest Pass, GUESTPASS, within the building. So once you get there, you'll start seeing how this all works and fits together. And once you get it going on your phone, it'll just move over from one network to the next as you move around. Hello, Tom.
Tom, I know it's been a long time. Well, he's at a show and he's got a customer there who wants to know the difference between FMCA and Good Sam, and they are watching.
Well, Tom, you probably know quite a bit about what the difference is. I can tell you, if you look at our benefits at this point, you would see a major difference right there. Good Sam, they have a number of benefits that they offer. I believe ours are better. People would probably dispute me from Good Sam. I would dispute them back. So, as far as, what you get with FMCA, I think you get a lot more. Now, one of the things with Good Sam that we're building on is they have a pretty good number of people who own towables, trailers, fifth wheels, etc. We're growing in that regard. We'd love to have 300 people sign up tomorrow who own travel trailers or fifth wheels. That's going to grow. We're going to become a different association than what we've been in the past through December. I have high hopes, and I really feel good about the future of what we're going to be come 3 or 4 years from now, when we are full grown and everybody knows about FMCA. Right now we were a motorhomeowners association only, so a lot of folks didn't know about us who didn't own a motorhome. Now we're reaching out to other groups, to other areas, to bring people in. I think once they start seeing what we have to offer, they're going to choose FMCA. They may choose both, but they're also going to want to have an FMCA membership.
I know a lot of our members have both, and will carry both just because one has an advantage, the other one doesn't. But I think from what I see, we're surpassing a lot of those benefits and growing through.
Krista's off to the side here helping us. Is Dan Ball going to be doing a membership live anytime soon? Do you know when that might be?
It's in the works still. We don't have a definite date.
Okay. I would suggest Dan Ball, who is our membership director, is going to be doing a membership Facebook Live where he can answer questions probably better than I can about, the membership differences between Good Sam and FMCA. I'm about events. I mean, that's what I focus most of my attention on is the events. So I can tell you our events are better because, they hardly do anything at their events compared to what we do these days. We are still a full-fledged seminars, entertainment, exhibitor show, RV expo. So, when you come to us, you're going to get it all. Some of the Good Sam shows, they've cut some of those pieces out. So, if you're looking to come to a full-fledged show, we're the place to go.
There we are. Okay. They are newbies. We like newbies. Say hi to Connie. Let's see. They like our talk show. Done.
Who does?
The newbies.
Oh, okay.
So we have to keep this going.
Well, wait. What else we need to talk about?
Well, a little break in the action. We don't have a question, but I'm gearing up for Valentine's Day.
Oh, you are?
So, we've been putting out mail. So I got a little Valentine for you.
Oh, well, I didn't get anything for you, Barb. I'm sorry. You have to wait till next week.
Anyway,
let's see what we got.
I found this and I knew it was appropriate.
What is this?
Flip it over.
A little bear.
Flip it over.
It's not to me. It's the early bird.
I had to do it, but I thought they might want to know what your Valentine's present is.
My Valentine present this year is we have, up as of this morning, we have probably about, I shouldn't say probably, I know we have over 2,500 family member RVs coming to Perry, which is outstanding. It's not the 6,000 I wanted when we started this thing in September, but I'm pretty happy about where we're at right now. I'd love to see us get to 3,000. If you folks know anybody who's not coming to Perry yet, invite them. Help us get up to that 3,000 mark. We haven't had 3,000 RVs at one of our shows for a long time. It's a goal that I'm shooting for. I understand folks have a lot of different things they can do with their money and with their time. What I'm doing, what Barb's doing, what FMCA is doing is we want to make these something that folks really want to go to. So I'm hoping that when you leave Perry, you go to the next campground or you go out on Facebook or whatever and tell people you had a great time and you're going back. We're planning for that. We're planning for you to have a great time. The weather, nothing I can do about that. I'm praying for no rain. Perry gets rain. Hopefully that does not dampen everybody's spirit when they're there. I'm going to try my best to make sure everybody's happy, whether it's sunny and 75 or rainy and 50. So we're going to have a good time. We've got a lot of things scheduled throughout the event. Come expecting to have a good time. Don't let some of the little things bring you down, like weather and things like that. We will do our best to put on the best show that you have ever gone to. And if afterwards you have suggestions, give me a call, send me an email. Our information is on the website, so you can certainly get in touch with us at any time.
Mr. Pittman said, we were going back to benefits, Good Sam versus FMCA. He said, simply look at the FMCA travel assist benefit versus Good Sam.
Yeah,
and that alone.
Yeah, FMCA assist. While you may have to pay for that at Good Sam, it is a true member benefit that costs you nothing. It is available to every FMCA member who joins. Every FMCA member has that benefit and can use it anytime they're 100 miles or more away from home, whether that's in their RV, whether that's in their car away from. So it's an incredible benefit. You certainly have our tire benefits. We have our new cell phone hotspot benefits going through Tech Connect and Sprint and Verizon. So check that stuff out. It is some of the things that you can get. Will pay for themselves. The savings will pay for your membership automatically. It's kind of a no-brainer when you start looking at what you get as far as being a member of FMCA. When you start looking at all the benefits that are available and what it's really going to cost you in the long run when you start figuring it all out.
Hi, Jason. We're doing great. Lanny, let's see, owning a pool behind now accepted as members. Would we now be able to display our member tag?
Absolutely. If you're a member and you receive a goose egg, you put that on your RV. You can choose to put it wherever you want. I'm guessing that you probably would put it on the rear, but that's your call. If you get a tag, you put it on your RV, no doubt.
Jeannie wants to know, are we doing anything for St. Patty's Day?
Well, we are doing a couple things. The first is going to be in the morning. We're going to have an Irish band come and do our coffee hour. The name of the band is Shirley. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia. It will be I've seen them play on video, and they are outstanding. And I think our members are really going to appreciate the start of the day Irish thing. As far as later in the day, Barb, you can maybe talk about the seminar that's going to be going a little later in the day, the Irish Wake.
Oh, the Irish Wake. Yes, one of our members is going to perform a true audience participation Irish Wake at 4:00 in one of the seminar rooms, and that should be kind of fun. That'll be it. We don't know quite what that is, but I guess it's interesting.
It's going to be interesting.
You may want to bring a little beverage to kind of water.
We certainly will encourage everyone to wear the green on St. Patrick's Day. And there'll probably be some little surprises here and there going on that we're not divulging quite yet. Yeah. So stay tuned.
And then that night, Making Pops.
That night we do have Making Pops. They're going to be playing at Reeves Arena. So you want to come and see that. Talking about some of our entertainment, we do have some really good things going on. We'll have some daytime stuff at lunchtime on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We also will have on our first night, Thursday night. Typically, that's a kind of I don't want to call it a dead night, but it has been kind of a dead night. We haven't really done a lot entertainment-wise. One of the things I thought we should do is just give people something to do the first night they're there. So we are going to have kind of a dual thing going on. It's going to be our FMCA opening night bash. Thomas Michael Riley is going to lead it off at 5:30. He's going to run for an hour from 5 to 6:30. He's going to play. We're going to take a little half an hour break, and then we're going to bring back a group from out of Macon called Big Mike and the Booty Papas. I've heard nothing but great things about this group. I think people are going to love them. It's an upbeat group. This is not going to be in Reeves Arena. This is going to be out in our FMCA town center, which is going to be a tent out on the lawn kind of in the middle between McGill, Marketplace, Heritage Hall, and the Georgia Building. We're going to turn that into kind of the party central place. That's where coffee hour is going to be. That's where we're going to have our daytime entertainment. We've got some other things scheduled in that tent throughout the event as well. So it's going to be a gathering place where we want everybody to come to have fun, to meet people, to shake hands, to laugh, to sing, to dance. It's going to, one of the things that we have a problem with at some of these conventions is we get it all spread out and people just kind of get too far away. What we want to do is bring everybody together so we can have a good time, meet people, and just have fun. So that's the first night, Thursday. Then Friday night, we've got a group called The Grapevine, and they're kind of an oldies group. It's a 10-piece band, so you're going to have some horns in there. You're going to have some dancing going on, and they are a dance band. So we want you to bring your dancing shoes and get out on the floor and dance. We're going to create a dance floor within Reeves Arena for that both that night and the Making Pops night. So come ready to shake a leg. We're gonna have some fun those nights. I don't want everybody just sitting in their chair on their hands. We want people up dancing, running around, having a good time. Go back to your coach tired.
Get up early.
We want folks. It's supposed to be fun. That's why you're coming here. So have fun. Yeah. The last night after Making Pops on Saturday night, we'll have Jeannie Robertson on Sunday night, and you will laugh until your stomach hurts with some of the things she has going on. She's not a comedian. What she is a humorist. So she tells stories that are kind of real life type things with a twist. So I think you'll really appreciate some of the things that she has to say because probably your spouse has done it.
The men. Only the men.
No, I think it is. I think that's where most of her things are directed towards are the men. Probably her husband the most. So the entertainment's going to be really good. We've also got a couple other things going on entertainment-wise. The night before we get started on Wednesday, we're going to have bingo, card bingo, and it's a little bit different than what normal bingo is. I invite everyone to come check that out. That's going to be at the Town Center tent. We're going to have
on Wednesday during the day, if you're there and settled in, Perry, the town, I haven't gotten all the details yet. They're going to bring a shuttle in to the grounds and kind of take you around, take you downtown business district of Perry so you can kind of see the shops, just a little getaway. That'll happen on Wednesday, 10 to 4, and get you back in time to do the evening things.
Right. On Thursday, we talked about Thursday already.
Well, it's a lot.
We're gonna have on Friday. We'll have Thomas Michael Riley back at noon, and then one of the things we're gonna do is every day, starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Carrie Crochelle, I hope I said your name right, Carrie. I apologize if I didn't. She's gonna have a trivia game contest. So each day you can come and do some trivia games things. If you're inclined to show how much useless knowledge you have in your head. And then, she's going to have prizes for each day. And then for those who come all 3 days, she'll have a kind of a grand prize at the end to hand out. So that'll be something fun for folks to do if they have nothing going on those afternoons. We also, there's a chapter boat race. That's going to be on Friday at 3:30. That's for any of the chapters who are going to be showing up. What you're going to do is you're going to build your boat and you're going to come sail it around the sheep barn. So, for more information about that, you can call the Chapter Services Department and they can hook you up with the instructions on what you need to do to get a boat entered. It should be a lot of fun. We have a big lake there. It'd been kind of neat if we could have done some boating around that lake. But we're going to stay dry during this boat race.
They can get on paddle boats, right?
Paddle boats are still, we're going to wait for the weather before we decide whether to get the paddle boats out on the lake. If the weather is nice, we will have the paddle boats open. I talked to the folks at Perry and they'd be more than happy to get them out. But if they do, if the weather's not going to be good and nobody's going to do it, it's probably best that we just keep them blocked up. There's no sense pulling them all out and not having them used. So I'll be working with the folks in Perry to decide whether we need to bring them out or not. Hopefully we have the good enough weather that I can get them out and folks can paddle around the lake. It's right there by the coach displays and some of the other parking we have.
We mentioned it, but just Jason wanted to say about the internet access that's new, but we said is that the hot spots?
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit earlier. We are going to have Wi-Fi in the main activity areas, both indoors using the Perry building Wi-Fi, and then outdoors as well. So folks will be able to access Wi-Fi in the main activity areas, not out in the parking lots. We're just not capable of doing that at this point. Technology isn't there.
Okay. Terry, which event is the best for a first timer to attend?
The best thing for you to do is to go to the first timer seminar orientation on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Sorry about that. That will give you a better idea about what you will maybe want to go to. We've also included in your packet, if you've received that already, there's a small booklet in there, and on the back page of that are some of the suggestions for first timers and kind of the things that, if this is your first time, you need to check out these seminars because they're kind of the bigger deals. A lot of the stuff may interest you, may not interest you, but there are quite a few seminars. We probably have over 100 seminars scheduled through the event, which can be a little daunting when you first look at it. When you go to the first timers orientation, you'll get a little bit of idea of some of the things you should be looking to do. One of the other things that we're going to be trying out this time, it's the first time we've done it. We thought it would be a good idea, and is we are going to have a number of people who have been to multiple conventions serve as mentors. We're going to have them at the first timers meet and greet on Tuesday. We're going to have them at the first timers orientation on Wednesday. And what they're going to do, we're not going to give them instructions on what to talk to you about or what, they kind of have the experience of going to multiple conventions. A lot of them have been there 10, 20. I think I saw one at 44. Yeah. They've been to 44 conventions. So they probably have a pretty good idea of what you need to be looking to do, can answer a lot of your questions if you have some. They're going to have buttons on that are going to say mentor on it. And what we're saying is, if you have a question, go ask them. Don't be afraid to go talk to these folks, and they can help you. But we're going to have them talk to you from their own experience. We're not giving them guidelines or things. We want them to tell you how they go about doing a convention and some of the suggestions that they might have to help you get through your first convention. Once you get through your first, then you kind of get an idea of, okay, this is how it works. That first couple days, that first day or so, you're probably going to say, I don't know where to go. What do I do next? So these people will be an invaluable resource around the grounds. If you see one, stop them, ask them a question. They're going to be happy to answer it. These are all folks who volunteered for this. We sent an email out to a number of folks who have been to multiple conventions, asked if they would like to participate, and they agreed to. So they won't be taken back. They are anxious to help you, help other first-timers navigate your first convention. So don't be shy. Yeah. Talk to them. Go ask them questions. You never know. They might become a good friend of yours. You start talking about this and that, could lead to more.
Hi, Bridget. No, I'll get back to it. I had something in my head and I started reading a question.
Debbie, welcome. If we had welcomed you already, we're staying off site and have you. So you have a passport. Mm-hmm. You will have a designated parking area that will be that will be bring you in the north gate. So you can come in that north gate, park there. We can get you down to the area where we're going to be having our first timers orientation. That will be on Wednesday. Same on Tuesday. You can come in, go down to that meet and greet. Shouldn't have any problems. So we'll have folks out there to get you down to those functions.
And always wear your badges.
Yep, make sure to wear your badges, and we should have no problem getting you to where you need to go.
I want to mention for first timers too, even though it says 97th convention, which it is, we're reaching that big 100, but each convention brings on it kind of takes on a life of its own. Who's attending, what's going on, what the weather. So there's always a variable or a change. They don't just run smooth. So my best advice in what I've heard is just to kind of relax and go with the flow, and stuff's going to happen. But we were really overall, everybody that you see there who puts this on, we have the FMCA staff from Cincinnati, but the other 95% of the people are all volunteers. They're ready, wanting to, for free. They still pay to get in and everything, but they're there giving their time to make sure you all have a good time. So kind of keep that in mind, relax, have fun. It's just good, wholesome fun is what we do. So that's probably the best advice I've heard from people. Okay. Radio talk.
We have from RV Talk Radio. Can you review the new policy about pool behinds, please? I don't know if you mean as FMCA is involved as an association or as events is involved. For Perry, I can talk about it as events is concerned. Being the event director, one of the things we did back in September when we created our registration form is we were still working under the old rules of FMCA, which is motorhomes association only. And one of the rules we had at that time was towables would come in. We welcome them. We have for the last 5 years. But the one requirement we had was that they had to get electric. So we worked with that through Perry. We will be changing those as we go forward into Gillette and down the road as we discover how to deal with some of the issues with generators. I know that most of the generators that are available these days are super duper quiet. And that shouldn't be a problem as we go forward, allowing towables to operate generators outside their RV. I know some travel trailers and fifth wheels have manufacturer installed generators within, just like a motorhome would. So we will be doing more investigation along those lines as we go forward, and we start having more and more fifth wheels and travel trailers join us at convention.
Great, arriving on Monday. Okay, yeah, we've asked a lot of the first timers to kind of come in and get a day ahead of it. It doesn't start till the 15th, but we just wanted you to get in and get relaxed and sort of start mingling around and meeting each other. So,
well, Debbie's going to be part of the campground. It sounds like close by. Oh,
I'm sorry.
And so gotcha. Basically, we're having our first timers come in. We're trying to have our first timers come in on the 12th, on that Tuesday, or I'm sorry, on the 13th, on the Thursday, or
get your days.
On Tuesday, the 13th, so they can get parked and then go to the meet and greet that afternoon, and then come back tomorrow, the next day. Kind of give them a chance during the morning and early afternoon to kind of check the grounds out, see where they're at, see where the different things are at, the different buildings. And then that afternoon, go to the orientation. We'll have a chapter fair following the orientation. It begins at 4 o'clock. We certainly would like to see first timers go over and visit with some of our chapters that are going to be having tables there, and find out what they're all about. See if there's some of those chapters might be of interest to them. If there's any chapter folks watching this today and you're interested in having a table, please give our chapter services department a call. They'd be thrilled to add you to the list. We want to fill that part of the building with as many chapter tables as we can. So, give Penny and her girls a call down at our chapter services department, and they'll be glad to sign you up and get you set. Bob said he can't come in a day earlier, still earning a living until July.
That's all right. You'll catch up.
You shouldn't have a problem,
No.
Bob. July is not far away, so I'm sure you're counting the days at this point till you get to be a full-time retiree. Although I know you never become a full-time retiree.
And the mentors will be there too. Just find a person wearing a button. They'll help
any
you
questions,
out.
they'll be able to help you out for sure. We were talking about some of the other things that are going on. We have the trivia game, the boat race. We have our ice cream social on Saturday, 1 o'clock. Ladies social at 4 o'clock that afternoon. Tickets will be on sale at the info desk for the ladies social if you choose to do that. Pardon me. On Sunday at midday, we're going to have Mike Fuller, a magician, on the stage around lunchtime. So go check him out. And then that afternoon, after the trivia game, we're going to have karaoke for all you folks who love to sing, like to get up there and hear other people make fools of themselves. So, if that's something that interests you, feel free to go over there and do it.
I heard you've been known to get behind the mic a time or two.
I don't know. I've thought about doing it. I don't know. I thought about getting up there.
Have you thought about it?
Usually it's later in the evening when I do karaoke.
When you've
you know what I mean?
A little bit.
Yeah, after I've kind of taken it easy. You think I should?
I don't know. Let's ask people. I
don't know.
Should take a vote.
Should I do karaoke?
Come on.
What do you think?
I think we need a sample.
You want me to sing on camera?
Hey, Doug,
that people can actually
known to
look
do
at?
You've known to do worse than that.
Well, what song you think I should sing?
Oh, I don't know.
We're going to see our numbers go down real quick
know.
if I start singing. You know that now, right?
I kind of like John Denver. He's kind of an R&B kind of guy. Gotta think about it.
I'm getting all kinds of encouragement.
They'll open about 8 o'clock. Ish. Get up there, Doug. I hear it. Come on. The crowd's wanting. They open about 8 o'clock, but I'll tell you, those parkers, they get up early. So you might see them earlier, but I would plan on that. If you're driving in, I would say try to get there maybe before 4:30 so we can get the group park and they can get them to their supper.
Yeah, our gates, parking team starts parking, and they park from 8 to 5. Now they may start a little earlier. They may continue a little later. But they are volunteers. They'll be out there 8 or 9 hours as it is. So if you do come in and either you come in early or you come in later, you can certainly go to the will call area and hang out there until someone comes to get you parked. Shouldn't be a problem.
We have over 100 parkers.
Yeah, we've got a good group
of
of parkers this time around. So we shouldn't be shorthanded in that respect. I think our parking is going to go really well. I'm very confident of that. We got some good leaders in that group, so who have done this before. So I'm really I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works, and I think it's going to be great.
Thanks. We think so too, Diane. We think the Parkers always do a great job. One thing I wanted to ask kind of popped into my head, FMCA versus Good Sam. Our chapters, does Good Sam offer chapters? Is it more state-oriented? Frankly, that would be.
I don't know a whole lot about the way they organize their things. I think they do have some groups that are together, and I'm not sure if they're at the state level or if they go deeper than that. I know we have the way ours works is our I think we have our chapters are divided primarily in the geographic regions. We also have our international area that handles a lot of our chapters that spread throughout our membership, whether they're in Canada or U.S., Mexico, wherever they may live. Chassis chapters, special interest chapters. So
a lot of special interest chapters.
So
it covers a variety of all things, and you can be members of several of them. So then you can gather. There's quilters. There's, what is it? Off-road.
We got golfers. We got off-roaders. We've got folks who like to go to casinos. Those are kind of fall into the international. We have a lot of chassis chapters, other equipment-related chapters that span everywhere. And then we'll have our areas where they're more geographically based. So
anyway, that's just another little perk of the FMCA has. Hi, Leah. Hi, Sue. Yeah, the ice storm. Mm-hmm. That was
fun
interesting.
This morning.
Yeah, very interesting.
It was fun getting in this morning. But everybody got here safe and sound, so most everybody made it in, I believe. Perhaps some were a little bit delayed. The roads weren't too bad in the greater Cincinnati area. I'm sure other places had it a little bit worse than we did up north, where they got full snow all night.
We were kind of lucky.
We were kind of right on the edge, and I don't think it started until it didn't freeze over until later or earlier this morning.
Diane wants to know about signing up for water in Honeywagon, which is in the information center in the McGill Marketplace. They'll have a table. And you will start, I think it starts Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday. And they're there in the mornings.
They'll be there in the mornings, and what you'll do is you'll purchase your whatever service it is that you need, whether it's water or to have your septic taken care of. Then they'll come around in the afternoon and take care of that for you once they get all their signups. They may do it before that. They may do it. They may start taking signups in the morning and start servicing folks immediately after. I know the folks in Perry have done it for years for us, and they've done a great job. So,
they're really good.
Yeah, I don't think you have any issues with that. Bob says we're registered for 24-hour generator lot. I hope that's not an undesirable lot due to vendors running loud generators. Bob, you will not be near any vendors running generators. You will be in a lot that's on the north part of the grounds. Where
the pecan trees are.
You'll be fine. The only generators you're going to hear probably will be those who are in that same lot running their generators as well. So I don't suspect you'll have any kind of problems with that.
You're in a nice spot. If it's where it was last time.
It is.
The pecan trees are there. We have to put the portalets a little closer though this time.
Were they a little too far away?
Yeah, they were too far.
We'll make sure. We'll make sure if they're too far away, we'll get them moved.
Are we good? Okay.
Well, folks, this is our last one for Perry, and I appreciate everybody who's looked at this either live or at a later date. We hope it helped some folks. That the intention is to get as many folks information as possible. Let folks ask us questions beforehand and answer them directly. We're going to have a great time there, as I mentioned earlier. I hope, if you have friends, invite them to come with you. I want to get 3,000, so help me out. I look forward to seeing everybody down in Perry here in a little over a month. And everybody, please be safe as you're please be safe as you're driving down there. I-75 is a terrific road to drive on. Just be careful getting there. Get there in one piece so we can all have a good time together.
And call us, email us if we can answer any questions or help you between now and then. Look for your packets. Make sure, open them up, check them, make sure you got all your pieces, and then don't lose them between now and then. Please don't lose them. But if you do, let us know. We'll put it in we'll call.
Yeah, put them out in your RV. Put them out
right in your RV now.
In your towing vehicle, and make sure you have them as you're coming down. so that when you get down there, we don't have any problems. As Barb said, if there is an issue, we can get it taken care of. We'll have no problem doing that on site if we need to. So y'all take care, and see you in a little over a month.
You're still not going to sing, huh? Bye.
Bye.
You're lucky.
I think you have to go to the karaoke to see if I sing or not.
Oh.
Bye.